What up, guys? Welcome to Sound 101. We have a very special episode for you today. Have you ever wondered what a boom operator carries the set? Alan from Sound Speeds is in the house. He's going to help us clarify all that it takes to be a boom operator at the professional level. So let's get started. Today's special guest is Alan from the YouTube channel Sound Speeds, and while he does YouTube beautifully, you should go subscribe to him, by the way, just like you should subscribe to this channel. He also happens to be a professional boom operator in Atlanta and has worked on some of the biggest TV shows that you have definitely heard of and seen. We'll throw up his IMDb page right now over my face so you can admire why it is we are going to listen to Alan today. So we asked Alan to actually send us a video of his boom cart, his idea, his dream of what a boom operator needs to bring to set, and Alan delivered more than you could ever imagine. So with no further ado, here is Alan to tell you guys some information.
This is Alan of Sound Speeds, and let me explain something to you from a boom operator perspective. Sound mixers have their own carts. Sound utilities have their carts. Boom operators don't really have a cart, but what we do have is a caddy.
So hold up, we are going to explain one thing real fast. What Alan has just introduced us to is the classic three-person sound team. That is a sound mixer, a sound utility operator, and a boom operator. Now, what does the sound mixer do? Well, their job is to take all the audio sources on a film set and mix them down into a pleasant, kind of ideal sound that you and I will enjoy if we watch a movie or TV show. The sound utility operator's job is to put lavaliers on all of the actors and sometimes help out with the plant mics, as well as be a secondary alternative boom when the boom operator needs extra help because the set is really big. And the boom operator's job is to be on set next to the camera operator, really be that line of communication for the sound team on set, as well as operate the actual boom itself to get great audio via the shotgun.
This is my very much overkill boom caddy. And as a general rule, really only a boom operator just needs headphones maybe and a boom pole, and that's even if they want to get their own gear. I definitely recommend getting headphones. But a lot of boom operators, especially the ones that have been doing this for a few decades, they are perfectly happy using their sound mixer's gear, especially if they've been working with them and maintaining the same gear for decades.
So are you telling me that all we absolutely need to bring is headphones? Well, yeah. But you may be saying to yourself, are we about to just watch another 10 minutes of nothing but just headphones? Absolutely not. Alan is about to take us on a dream shopping list. If you're smart, I would write down every single thing he mentions because they're all like luxury items that you don't absolutely need, but man, do they make the job a lot more fun.
Now, me, I'm very much overkill. So I have an extremely crazy and elaborate boom caddy and setup. So let me go over this with you. Come on over here, let me show you this. First of all, since we're doing car work today on the show, we have the ultralight boom arm here that goes into MKH50 with an extra A10 transmitter here. This thing can fit exactly where you want it to and however you want it to go also.
Now, for those who aren't familiar with this ultralight boom arm setup that he has, this little shorty guy, it's very similar to what we did in the episode where we had Thomas Pop stop by and do a car rig with us, where we used a flex arm. That's what this is. It's just a different kind of flex arm that Alan's using versus what we used. He's got a clamp on the end of his. We had a suction cup on the end of ours. They can definitely work both in a car. It really just depends on what you need it to do. So with that, let's keep watching.
The two main sizes of boom that I use is the 12-foot and the 17-foot QSM and the QS models of ambient boom. And we have the same matching A10 system with the MKH50 and Sinella shock mounts up there as well.
Why on earth does he have two boom poles? Doesn't the 17-foot go to 12 feet? Sure. Yeah, but it's also a lot heavier. And if you don't need that extra, why carry that extra? Like, you are going to be stressing out your body. You'll notice that Alan's wearing a brace and he's got straps on him, you know, everything to keep the posture good. And at the end of the day, you got to make sure your body's taken care of. So if you could avoid the extra weight when you don't need that extra weight on the end of your pole, even though you got tubes all extended, the extra weight of each tube adds up, even if you're not using it. So that extra 5 feet could save him a couple of pounds worth of weight every single minute he has to boom. So he's got a 12-foot and he has a 17-foot for those really big shoots. The other part about this though, remember when I said the sound utility operator sometimes does the alternative booming when the boom operator needs a second? Now he's got two poles.
Now that's just the bare bones basic parts of it. Over here, we have an R1A going into my headphones. This is all sitting on top of a RoboCup. Then we have some Duvetine because we have leather seats and we have an actor wearing leather, so I'll sometimes put this down to eliminate that kind of fart sound that you hear.
I think this might become a regular segment with Alan. I really like this. Now, you might have noticed something there in the middle of all that where Alan talks about something called a Robo Cup. Now, if you're not familiar with this, it's the greatest thing ever made for filmmakers. It's a cup holder that can clamp to a pipe, either be it a C-stand, a light stand, your cart, and it will hold 2 bottles of water. So you can drink 1 bottle while you hoard another bottle from the rest of the crew for yourself. It's brilliant.
Now, I also do have a face shield in here, and I can easily switch to this if I need to. I keep extra wiring supplies in there, anti-fog spray, and there's also a couple other little sundries in there, like a net gaiter that I can use to keep the sun off of me. I'm big into keeping the sun off of me. You know, I'll wear SPF 50 protection so my skin stays protected at all times. There's a scarf in there because it is winter at the time of this video, and I want to make sure that, you know, my neck and everything, if I'm wearing a jacket, stays nice and warm.
So you may be wondering why Alan has a bunch of cloth sunblockers instead of like a spray-on sunscreen kind of thing. And the main reason for that is spray-on sunscreen is greasy, it's grimy, and you don't want that stuff transferring to things like adjusting someone's lavalier when they're on set at the last minute, or getting all that grease all over your boom pole. So, of course, he blocks all of his skin with sunblocker and stuff like fabrics and cloths and things like that.
I have an anemometer on here because it's been kind of windy out. In Georgia, it's windy in the winter when you don't want it to be, and it's not windy in the summer when you want it to be. So I have that in there. It also has a thermometer built in.
Antimeter?
Anemometer.
Anemometer. Do you think I know what an anemometer? I didn't go to college. Anemometers. You may be saying to yourself, this is an extreme case of like dream gear. And yet, let me do a quick argument as to why I agree with Alan on this one, as it kind of may be something necessary, especially at the level of production that Alan works at. Alan's working on TV shows, so doing secondary takes because of something like wind, you don't work very long in this career when your audio is always getting busted. So what Alan is doing is he's using a wind meter to figure out how much wind protection he needs to add to his microphone before the take even happens. He's determining, can I get away with something like this that just slides over my mic, or do I need to bust out the big blimp and take care of it that way? He knows before the shoot even starts what exactly he needs to do, not halfway through a take where the wind breaks the audio and all of a sudden he's having to stop everything down and switch it all out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super impressed with this idea.
You know the little pouches that you can use to store things underneath a bike? If you don't want to carry your wallet or your cell phone on you, you can put them in one of those. Well, I have that on the Boom Caddy. Inside of there, I keep some Allen keys, extra pair of sunglasses, and, you know, things like Zip Viz, extra Zip Viz, which I'm a big advocate for. I also have, in case I want to play around, a yo-yo, and then, let's see, what else do we have in here? I have a QDS dipstick, I have some wrist support things, I have a boom swinger, I have an extra, an expandable seat, which currently I can't get to because of this. I have a sun hat that I could wear to block the sun off of my face and the back of my neck, and then I have a regular style hat as well. So that is pretty much the Caddy in all of its glory.
So all these nice little, what you may call toiletry type items, you know, the little sunglasses, little personal effects that you need to kind of do your day, it fits all on the Caddy too, and a nice little zipper bag really makes it nice and convenient. And of course, the most critical thing that Alan throws out there, especially at the very end, is the spare seat he brings. There are some boom caddies out there and boom boxes and different kind of devices that allow you to sit on them and hold all your stuff. His setup doesn't really allow that, so he actually brings his own chair. And it's kind of important to have your own space where you bring your own seat, because you never know what's gonna really be happening around you. Allow you to kind of just sit down, get into the script, read your sides, predict what the next couple of scenes are gonna be, and really kind of concentrate on what you're about to do. And Alan's got all that in spades when it comes to his little setup. Well, that is going to wrap it up for us here at Deity Microphones. We want to thank Alan for giving us a tour of his space. It's kind of like the worst episode of Cribs ever, because we didn't go anywhere. We literally just stayed in the one spot. But man, did we learn everything there is about that spot. And you're only going to get that here on channels like this. And of course, on Alan's channel. So go subscribe to Alan over there at Sound Speeds. Link down in the description below. Don't forget to hit subscribe on our channel and hit that bell for notifications because we post videos every single week. If you've got a question about audio and you're like, I don't know how to do this, or if you really want to win a Deity hat, all you got to do is drop it down in that comment section below with a question about your audio problems, and it's going to be #mailbag, and then tell us the problem. Okay, that's it. That's all you got to do to enter. 2 people from this comment section in this video are going to be featured in our mega mailbag episode for March coming up. It's a big giant thing that we are going to be doing about what the new format is and the new show, new topics, how we're going to take topics from everybody and really kind of make this something very special for you guys. So drop that down in that comment section below to get entering so you can win a hat. And of course, get audio advice. I'm Andrew from Deity Microphones. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hey, if you like content like this with Alan and you want to know more about being a boom operator, we did a video all about how to be a boom operator right over there. So get over there and continue to watch and learn more from us at Deity Microphones.